بینندگان عزیز، در این قسمت از برنامه‌ای که در حاشیه کنفرانسی به مناسبت سالگرد انقلاب ضد سلطنتی در ایران و تغییرات در سال آینده در ایران داریم، گفتگویی داریم با آقای هاواردین. ضمن تشکر از شما خواهش می‌کنم آقای هاواردین برامون توضیح بدین که ارزیابی شما از موقعیت رژیم آخوندی 33 سال بعد از روی کار آمدنش در ایران چی هست؟
I think the situation in Iran is very unstable. You have a dictatorship, but you also have people who now understand that dictatorship is not competent and they can't run the country. So the sanctions, although they're very difficult on the Iranian leadership, and this is our hope to bring down the leadership.
شما فکر می‌کنید که جامعه جهانی تهدیدات رژیم آخوندی رو در زمینه اتمی و همینطور بنیادگرایی به اندازه کافی جدی می‌گیره؟
It's no question that we believe that Iran is the most dangerous nation on earth. The government is a terrorist government. Not only are they terrorists for their own people, but they're also terrorists around the world. They've murdered hundreds of Americans, thousands of other people, and hundreds of thousands of Iranians. So, yes, we take this danger very seriously, and we're determined that this government must change.
فکر کنید در کنار تحریم‌ها قدم اثباتی برای مقابله با این رژیم در راستای به رسمیت شناختن مقاومت مردم ایران چی باید باشه؟
I think the most important thing is the sanctions, because this is the sanctions. The first sanctions that did any good were the sanctions that President Obama put on. Previously, the sanctions were not tough enough. I also agree that we ought not to believe that the Iranian regime will negotiate in good faith. So we need to keep the sanctions on until the Iranian regime is gone. There may be other things down the line. We should support the demonstrations. But those things will happen again, and I hope the United States will be more supportive the next time.
آقای هاواردین، فکر می‌کنید که وضعیت رژیم چه ارتباطی میتونه داشته باشه با موقعیت بشار اسد در سوریه؟
Well, Assad is also a terrorist. He sponsors Hezbollah and Hamas, and he has murdered, again, thousands and thousands of his own people. So it's not surprising that the regime would support Assad. Assad will be gone very soon. Then we have to see what comes after. Because we saw once before in Iran, when one revolution over a dictator ended up with the worst dictatorship. We mustn't allow that to happen in Syria. And we also have to be very careful that it does not happen in Iran. So I was very pleased to hear Mrs. Rajavi speak today when she spoke of gender equality, freedom of religion. These are essential parts of any democracy, and I thought that was a very good speech.
اجازه بدیم برگردیم به موقعیت مقاومت ایران. طبعا بعد از خروج از لیست خب مقاومت ایران امکان خیلی بیشتری داره برای که معرفی و شناخته بشه در سطح دنیا. نظرتون در این رابطه چی؟
Well, the first thing and the reason I fought so hard for delisting was to get the people who are Iranian in Camp Huria out alive. It's no secret that the American involvement in Iraq led to making the regime stronger in Iran because they now have influence in the Iraqi government. So it's our duty, since we disarmed the people at Ashraf, to get them out alive. That's our responsibility. That's the responsibility of the United Nations. So far, that responsibility has not been met. I understand there's some people who are working to meet that responsibility, but I think time is running out. After we save the people in Ashraf, who we disarmed, and we promised we would keep them safe. After we do that, then I think we need to focus and work with the MEK and other dissident groups to try to set up a government in exile.
میدونید که حدود یک سال از بحث TTL میگذره و متاسفانه این طرح به نتیجه نرسیده. چندی پیش ساکنان لیبرتی با نوشتن نامه‌ای به دبیرکل ازش خواسته بودند که اگر موقعیت میخواد این به این شکل باشه بهتره به اشرف برگردن. نظرتون در این رابطه چیه؟
Well, I think first of all they need a change in the United Nations ambassador. He has a conflict of interest because his family also, a member of his family also represents the German government to the government of Iraq. So naturally the Iraqi government can put undue pressure on Ambassador Kobler. And whether he has or not done a good job, we can debate that. But the fact is, it appears that he has a conflict of interest, and that means he has a conflict of interest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.